It's always a chore getting up to the camp, so we got, especially in the wintertime, we're about 4 kilometers from the camp, so we got to get all dressed up, dolled up, tie everything down. It's a bit of a chore, but well worth it once you're in there. Check this beautiful weather out, this beautiful scenery. It's amazing right now. Gorgeous. Alright, Mama, we just got into the camp. It's what, about -1 camp,
and probably about -15 in the camp.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah, I can see your breath.
She's cold. Yep. I love this, because then we're gonna watch a movie, sit on the couch, curl up in our little blanket, got the wood stove going. It's perfect. This is the life. Scrapers. I can't keep it steady.
I know.
What is that?
I know.
Oh, that was really low. That's on the line between the bottom black one and the third ring and the second ring.
Yeah.
It's on the line. That was really low.
You gotta really control your breathing, squeeze that trigger. But the longer it takes you to pull the trigger, the harder it is to stay accurate.
Oh. The longer you hold your breath, the harder it'll be. How was he, Frankie?
Huh?
How was he?
Well, it's hard to hold steady, for sure.
Well, if I'm going to be any more worse than I am, I'm not winning shit. Oh, God. That is not easy. Oh.
How was it?
I think that went under. I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you. No. That was low to the left. One more, you say?
Yeah. So, Mama, we just had a little competition. I have no idea how we've done. I know it was shaky and it's tough, and they're little targets, 25 yards. How do you feel?
Well, considering last weekend we were here and my first time shooting it, I was better last weekend than I am this weekend. Mine's not good. Not good at all. I'm really low. And I'm having a hard time keeping it steady. So
the biggest thing to think about, and you remember, it's like, you know, you gotta, what do they say? Is it shoot big, aim small? Or, yeah. Anyway, the black circle that's on the target is, if you're inside that black circle, then I would say to you that those are kill shots. If you were shooting at a deer. So the question is now, were they inside the flag?
I think all the marks, one of them I don't know where it went. So I don't know if it's on there or not. I couldn't see it. So
The problem is that sometimes you get focused on the X ring and it takes you too long to pull the trigger.
Yeah.
And when the reality is that this is a hunting scenario, you just need to hit the vital, right? And
so is it wrong when you're shaking and you realize you go up and you know you're going low that you take a shot hoping that you're going to be level?
Well, sometimes you have to kind of play those games, right? Like granted, very few times have I ever taken a shot at an animal from an unsupported position, right?
Yeah.
So I'm either kneeling, prone, leaning against a tree, a branch. I mean, I've always got something to stabilize me. So
Well, we just did the bean bags and I was...
You were dead center.
Both my bullets were like millimeters apart,
yeah,
right?
Exactly. So now we're freestanding. So we'll do another competition now in a minute, and we'll do it with one leg up and supported. So and we'll see how you do. So let's walk the targets and see how we do. And if you beat me, then I'm going to blame it on last night's beer.
I know I didn't beat you. You know that for a fact.
So let's have a look at Joanne's. Joanne has...
I only have 3.
You've got... No, there's 2 in the 10.
4, yeah.
And two in the... So you missed the target completely on one.
I told you I didn't know where that one went.
So you got 2 in the 10 because they broke the line. And then 2 in the 9.
Well, let's just see.
20.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what my count is,
Okay.
Frank.
So now let's take a look at my target and see. Oh, holy shit. Wow, look at that. 3 in the X, 2 in the 10. Wow. That's a solid
Listen,
50 with
You know how many
3X.
years of experience you have? And this is only my second weekend with experience of the shooting. So
Yes, I know, I agree.
I did tell you that I think I did miss that target altogether. Unless it went through the exact same hole. That's what I'm thinking. It went through the exact same hole. Because doesn't that look like 3 of them?
No.
That one went. Oh, did we hit any of here?
So, what's the difference between someone who shoots this and someone who shoots yours? And some of it, I mean, has to do obviously with experience, and then other parts of it has to do with like your ability to mitigate that wobble, so that where the gun goes and it's on the target, but it's drifting, right? And you kind of got to know when it drifts, but you don't want to jerk the trigger, because the minute you go, okay, I'm on the X, and you pull the trigger, then it's going to go right in the. So if your finger's here and you go like this, you're just going to jerk the gun.
But I'm down, so
The other thing that sometimes happens is if you clench too hard on either part of the stock, can be a problem too, right? And if you grab it too hard, if you white knuckle it, and I told you, like, holding your breath, like the longer you hold it, then the worse it's going to be. So
well, at least I'm consistent with shooting right here.
well, yeah, you're a little low, and there's some science behind all this. You are a little low, which will could mean a number of things, but anyway, it's there's a lot of people that are way more experienced at target shooting than I am. I'm a hunter, I used to be a target shooter, but I'm really a hunter now. I haven't target practiced in a long time.
Well, this is why I told you I will not shoot an animal until I'm comfortable. I probably would not shoot an animal because of that. For my own personal...
So what did I tell you about the black, shooting it in the black?
I know, it's the kill zone.
Right.
But for me, while one's missing, we can see that I lost one.
But this
I could have hurt an animal, and I'll be devastated if that's the case. So until I'm more comfortable with freestanding, the other ways we'll soon find out. If I'm good, then I know I need to lean.
Okay. So we'll do a supported. So let's put some tape on those, and then we'll go. I don't have any black electrician's tape. We're using painter's tape today, so cover up the old holes. You won't need much tape on mine because it's so close together.
Shut up.
Okay, so that was supported target with a weird position leg thing.
That didn't help at all. I think it made it worse.
I know. Well, let's have a look. See how everyone did. See how you did. All right.
Okay,
Well, okay, so you had one in the X, that's pretty good, and one in the 10, which is good. I mean, they're all in the black, so
I feel better with that one.
That's pretty good.
Holy moly, you're like pretty accurate on the same spots.
Yeah, so I got 2 here, and 1 there. So yeah, so my groupings, I got some pretty good groupings there. So
Still 1, but not by much.
2 in the X. Well, everything's still inside the 10, which it was last time. So so that's a complete 50 with 2 in the X. I had
shy 3 points, so that's not bad.
So but what's interesting is that I'm actually less accurate, well, the way we did, because I had 3 in the X on the last one.
Yeah, no, more accurate.
Yeah, but so supporting, I mean, it certainly helps. It certainly helped you.
The sandbags are the way to go.
Oh, the sandbags are
We
deadly.
didn't show the sandbags earlier, did we?
Have you got them there? Well, it's pretty hard to tell because I think they're probably all taped up. But yeah,
Well,
I mean, yeah,
Sandbags. Those are my shots with the sandbag.
yeah, that's right. Oops, sorry.
And then
Just pointing
yours,
out again.
these are my shots with the sandbag.
Yeah.
That was you sighting it in, and then your 2 shots were there.
Yeah.
One, and then that's my 2 with the sandbag. So, if I'm going to be shooting anything, I want one of those the stands to make it more accurate.
A beanbag.
Yeah, or something that your gun sits in.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
A gun holder.
Little sandbag would be great.
That's better. I'm happier with that.
Okay, so now for the next challenge.
Against the tree.
No, we'll put elbows on the step, but maybe we should move the target further.
Sure.
Okay, so let's do that. So this is 25 yards, and so let's move it another. So now this one's just with the elbow supported on a stationary object and both feet planted.
Not so sure. That was a little low. It's in the 9, I think. Wait.
All right. So that's with your forearm resting on the ledge.
Oh, I'm all over the place. 1, 2, 3. 9, 10, 10. Well, yeah, I'm still in the 9, so not too bad.
The 2 10s are pretty good. And all mine are in the X's. All 3 in the X.
Way to rub it in. You think you'd be right on the X with your experience.
Well, that's right on the X. You can't ask for much more than that. So I'm pretty happy with those.
Yeah, those are awesome.
So and you got, you're still in the black. So that's the main thing. Let's try see how accurate this gun is. Let's move this way back there and see how this goes.
So now Frank's going to start shooting at 50 yards with the sandbags.
Why don't I take 2 shots and we'll see how accurate it is first.
Okay. Yeah, so you get test shots and then that's the way to do it. Yeah, sure.
Well, because I'm expecting the bullet to be low, and I just want to see how low on this gun from this distance.
Say that again?
So I'm not expecting it to be crazy low, but like where it was on the bean bags, I was pinpoint right on. So we'll see how low it is. Just to give you an idea, doubling the distance, what happens here. Not too bad at all.
Oh, wow.
Actually, this gun's pretty accurate. So there and there. So it never changed much. So the trajectory on this little 22 is pretty good. So the trajectory of the 22 is pretty good. Now, I mean, we were only shooting at 25 yards, and now this is at 50. So it's got a pretty good trajectory. So
And that's using the sandbags.
that's using the sandbags, and they're bang on.
And the pallet kind of fell forward, so when we were setting it up.
Yeah, that's why
Not
it's
dirty.
so dirty and wet. So let's try this. You get to take a couple shots. Okay. Let's do it.
A little high. That kind of went up.
So let's see, from 50 yards now.
I'm in the X-Buy.
Holy cow, that's an awesome shot.
So, that one and that one.
Look at you.
I told you the first one I did was a little high.
You did better than me. I dropped one and I knew that.
Score!
Yeah. Yeah, I dropped one.
And you had practice shots, and your practice shots were better.
We're bang on,
you should
yeah.
have kept those practice shots.
I knew that one was gone. Now, the problem was...
My first one, I told you, that one went up, which makes sense.
Ran fired at that.
Yeah.
Now we're at 75 yards. "75 yards is a long shot for a 22.
Now we're at 75 yards. Let's see. Ooh.
Now you see how far the bullet dropped?
Oh, yeah.
So we sighted the gun in for 25 yards.
Yeah.
At 75 yards, we're down 1, 2, 3 inches.
I got one there.
So you got one, and then one down here.
Oh.
So
I'm better than you.
well, no.
No, I'm better than you.
All right.
Let's just face it, Frank.
So we'll try that
Yeah, you
again.
can see how low it goes, eh?
Right. So now you can see the trajectory
Yeah.
of how this goes from a distance of 75 yards. So on your deer rifle, you sight it in for 100 yards. You also have to know that on the inside of 100 yards, you're going to be shooting, the bullet will be high, right? So
Stuck the finger.
all right, let's try something here. So, knowing what you've seen now, you're going to make a manual adjustment for this, okay? But I think we should grab a chair and go inside the blind and shoot from the blind.
Sure.
All right, let's do it. This will work out.
That wasn't too loud.
I tried to fire just above the black to see if it would go.
Can you see?
Yeah. I can't see where it hit. No. No. Okay, I can see those two. I'm going to shoot one more. So I shot those high, and they are high. I'm going to shoot one right at the target now. Let's see where it goes. Maybe bring the target back. Oh, crap. Oh, that's tough. So here we are inside the blind, taking a few test shots. This is to help Joylyn get comfortable with firearms, safety, the rifle, a whole bit.
I just want to see. Ooh. It's gonna be a shaky one. Holy crap, that's hard.
Gotta aim a little high.
Yeah. Ooh, don't like where that went.
The other thing too, I should tell you, it's okay on this windowsill to rest the gun because it's rubber,
Right.
but you wouldn't want to put the gun like metal on metal or even touching wood because the vibration when you pull the trigger can cause it to go. You want to put your glove or your hat or something underneath it.
Okay.
But for this exercise, the windowsill's fine.
And we do have hearing protection in.
That's probably why I'm speaking so loud.
Probably why I can't hear you. So Frank wasn't going to videotape this. I want to show you his shots. He has excuses. He was aiming high and low and all this other stuff.
I changed my direction on it.
And then you get Joanne, who's pretty consistent in the black. So, not a bad shot.
You are an excellent shot.
When I have something to lean on.
You are an excellent shot.
So let's just watch the green tape. Because earlier, my tape was all over the place.
Well, you think you're in the black, so you're in the
yeah,
you're in the kill
that's actually,
zone
I feel
here.
pretty good about that.
Yeah,
Papa.
you really should feel good about it. That's really.
But that's
good
with the
shooting.
22.
Yeah, that won't be much difference from the other one. You'll get used to your other gun. All right, so let's do this again. It's starting to get dark, so we're gonna take these shots and probably finish it up. But yeah, so this is great, confidence building and some practice, gun safety, hunting, the whole bit. So good on. So let's just put it into perspective, okay? You're shooting a 22 low calibered rifle that's sighted in for 25 yards. The targets are now at 75 yards. You're shooting from the blind. Think about it in terms of a deer's lungs and heart. So if he was broadside to you in the food plot right now at 75 yards, where we're at, and if you even put that bullet on that paper, technically you'd kill a deer. So, I mean, hopefully this is a bit of a self-confidence building thing. Now, keeping in mind, when we go up here, look at the targets, they're 75 yards, sighted in at 25, but let's go up and have a look. So you think this is an old 22, again, sighted in 25, we're at 75 yards. You had to aim high, so you are a little high on the target. And now your groupings are getting further apart. When you were at 50 yards and 25, remember they're a lot closer?
Yeah.
So there's some drift happening. There's some stuff happening. Part of it can be the wind, the gun. I mean, you know, but obviously you as well. And same thing with me. There's some drift here. The groupings aren't so good. I mean, they're all in the black. I got one in the bull. I think that was my first shot because I was aiming for right about here, and it really felt like a good shot. So, but you can tell. The other thing to consider too is that we had the scope cranked right up to the 9 power. So let's take a couple more shots and play with the scope, the zoom, so you can get used to that as well. Okay. I mean, we're a long ways away, but you're still going to try this. Maybe you'll be a little more accurate because.
No, I'm actually pretty happy with that.
You should be happy with that.
Although I knew on one I aimed high, like I was aiming higher, thinking maybe I can still get those lower, but.
But do you understand what I'm saying? If this was a deer standing here, like those 3 shots, done.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's only with a 22. So, I mean, this has to be, like, people who don't sight in their guns every single season, I just don't understand it. I mean, I really don't. I sight in my guns at the beginning of every year because you never know. Sometimes I don't need to make any adjustments. Other times I do. The minute you buy bullets and you buy a different set of bullets with a different grain, different weight, and you got to sight it in. Like, I don't want to cripple an animal, and that would just haunt me too much. So anyway, you're getting a sight of it.
You got 3 holes there to cover.
Oh. What did I just do? Anything? No, I didn't do anything. Shoot it again. Here. You got it. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that video. Check out the details below in the description. There's lots of information in there. And please leave me a comment. Leave me your thoughts. Love to hear from you guys. I always try to reply to everybody's comments. As well, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and click on the bell to get the notifications when a new video has been uploaded. As well, if you like this video, you'll find more just like it right here. And don't forget to head over to my website by clicking right there. Thanks for watching.